2 minutes ago, shocking reports hit the WNBA world. Angel Reese has been rejected by every single team in the league. What was once a promising career filled with hype, endorsements, and social media buzz has now come crashing down in dramatic fashion. According to multiple insider sources, front offices across the league have quietly agreed to stay away from Angel after what they describe as a pattern of disrespectful and toxic behavior both on and off the court. From public clashes with coaches to locker room meltdowns and cryptic posts aimed at teammates, the Chicago Sky star has gone from being marketed as the face of the future to being treated like a cautionary tale. Teams that once considered trading for her are now pulling back completely, with one executive allegedly saying, "She's not worth the headache." Fans are stunned, teammates are silent, and analysts are calling it the most humiliating fall from grace the WNBA has ever seen. Angel Reese's reputation is in freefall, and it looks like there's no saving it this time. The same league that built her up has now turned its back. This isn't a rumor, it's reality, and it just happened. Before all the controversy, Angel Reese was supposed to be the next big thing, the golden face of women's basketball, the player who could bridge pop culture and the WNBA. From her college dominance at LSU to her viral on-court confidence, she carried herself like a star who couldn't be touched. When she entered the league, sponsors lined up, cameras followed her every move, and fans dubbed her the Bayou Barbie, a nickname that blended fashion, fame, and fierce competitiveness. The Chicago Sky saw her as their future centerpiece. The plan was simple: build the team around Angel, give her the spotlight, and let her energy draw in the next generation of fans. For a brief moment, it worked. Ticket sales spiked, social media engagement exploded. Every clip of Angel, from her celebrations to her fiery interviews, went viral. The WNBA had finally found someone who could stir emotion and demand attention. But behind the scenes, cracks started to form. Coaches whispered about her attitude during practices. Teammates began distancing themselves from her, complaining that she was more focused on her image than the team's success. What began as confidence was slowly being seen as arrogance. She walked into the locker room like she was bigger than everyone. One anonymous player told a sports blog, "The tension grew worse when the Sky's record began to slide." Instead of taking accountability, insiders claim Angel lashed out, arguing with assistant coaches, questioning plays, and even calling out teammates in front of cameras. Her off-court persona, once charming, began to overshadow her actual performance. She was on every talk show, in every viral clip, and in every controversy. Things reached a breaking point during a critical midseason game, after being benched late in the fourth quarter for what coaches described as disciplinary reasons. Angel stormed off the court before the final buzzer. Cameras caught her visibly yelling at a staff member, and fans in the arena could see the frustration on her face. The clip spread across social media within minutes, and fans began debating whether Angel had finally gone too far. But it didn't stop there. The following week, she posted a cryptic message on X, formerly Twitter, saying, "I know my worth, and it's bigger than what they can handle." That post, while subtle, sent shockwaves through the WNBA community. Many interpreted it as a jab at her team, or even the league itself. Sponsors began to quietly distance themselves. Analysts questioned her maturity, and other teams, once eager to sign her in the future, started to back off in a matter of weeks. The player who was supposed to redefine the WNBA had become its most polarizing figure. Every press conference felt like damage control. Every post was dissected for hidden meaning. The league, which had spent months marketing her as a superstar, suddenly went silent about her. Now, as rumors circulate that every WNBA team has turned her down, fans are asking how things spiraled this far, this fast. Was Angel Reese simply misunderstood, or did fame and ego destroy her from within? This isn't just about basketball anymore. This is about image, power, and how quickly. The same spotlight that makes you famous can burn everything down. The real conflict began when the Chicago Sky front office reportedly held a closed-door meeting to discuss Angel Reese's behavioral pattern. According to a leaked insider memo, team executives and coaching staff debated whether her constant outbursts and public remarks were hurting the franchise more than helping it. "We wanted a leader, not a headline," one staffer allegedly said during the tense meeting. It wasn't just about one argument or one viral moment. Sources claim there had been multiple incidents, from missing team meetings to refusing media availability after tough losses. Her fiery persona, once marketed as passion, was now being labeled as toxic energy that divided the locker room. One assistant coach reportedly told a journalist off the record, "Every day felt like walking on eggshells. You never knew what version of Angel you'd get." the superstar or the storm? Then came the twist no one saw coming. During a routine practice session, a heated confrontation broke out between Angel and one of her veteran teammates. Witnesses say the two exchanged harsh words after a defensive drill went wrong. Angel, feeling disrespected, allegedly threw her practice jersey toward the sideline and shouted, "I don't need this team needs me." The practice ended abruptly. Players stormed out. Coaches were left speechless. Within hours, the altercation had leaked online. A blurry clip of the confrontation surfaced on social media, and even though the video was short, fans immediately knew it was Angel. Her body language, her tone, unmistakable. The clip trended nationwide, with hashtags like #AngelReeseDrama and #SkyChaos flooding Twitter and Instagram. At first, Angel tried to downplay the incident. In a quick post-game interview, she said, "I'm passionate about winning, that's all it is." But the damage was done. Former players, analysts, and even WNBA legends began weighing in, questioning her leadership and emotional control. Stephen A. Smith, who had once praised her competitiveness, went viral again after saying, "There's a difference between confidence and chaos, and Angel Reese has crossed that line." Sponsors took notice. One of her smaller endorsement partners reportedly froze their contract renewal pending a behavioral review. Even the league office got involved, quietly monitoring the situation to ensure no further disruptions would tarnish its growing reputation. But here's where it got even more complicated and shocking. According to sources close to the team, after that viral practice fight, the Chicago Sky front office began exploring trade options. Yet every team they contacted allegedly declined, not because Angel lacked talent, but because no franchise wanted to take on what insiders were calling the PR storm of the season. That's when reality hit. For the first time, Angel Reese, one of the most talked about players in women's basketball, might actually be unwanted. Behind the scenes, her camp was reportedly stunned. They expected teams like the Aces, the Liberty, or even the Fever to jump at the opportunity, but phone calls went unanswered. Texts were left on read. The same league that once celebrated her energy now seemed to be collectively turning its back. The first twist wasn't just that she clashed with teammates, it was that she had effectively been blacklisted. A player who once represented the future of the sport was now being treated like a liability. And, as Angel scrolled through endless negative headlines and fan comments calling her uncoachable and disrespectful, one thing became painfully clear: she wasn't just fighting for her image anymore, she was fighting for her career. What happened next took everything from bad to catastrophic. Just when fans thought Angel Reese's situation couldn't get worse, a second leak surfaced, this time, an alleged voice recording from a private team meeting. In the clip, a woman sounding unmistakably like Angel could be heard saying, "I made this team relevant. Without me, nobody would even talk about the Chicago Sky." That one line exploded across every platform within minutes. The media went nuclear. ESPN, Bleacher Report, and even TMZ picked up the story. Headlines screamed, "Angel Reese claims credit for Chicago Sky's success. Locker room in flames after audio leak, and Angel's ego out of control." Analysts debated whether the clip was real or edited, but it didn't matter. The damage had been done. The perception was reality now. Inside the Chicago Sky organization, panic set in. Sources revealed that players felt betrayed and humiliated. Some even refused to practice until the situation was addressed. One player reportedly confronted the coaching staff, saying, "We can't keep pretending everything's fine. Either this team has standards or it doesn't. Either this team has standards or it doesn't." Behind closed doors, team officials discussed disciplinary action, and according to a leaked report, suspending Angel was on the table. The tension was unbearable. Coaches were split. Some believed Angel just needed to be humbled, while others argued suspending her would destroy what little chemistry remained. Then came the shocking reveal. An anonymous insider leaked a message thread allegedly between Angel and a close friend, and it painted an even darker picture. In the texts, Angel vented about feeling trapped in a team that doesn't respect stars, and hinted that she might take a break from the WNBA altogether. One message read, "I've done everything for this league, and now they treat me like I'm the problem. Maybe it's time they see what the game looks like without me." The internet went wild. #AngelReeseWNBA began trending within hours, with fans divided between those defending her as a passionate competitor being targeted and those accusing her of burning every bridge. Memes, reaction videos, and conspiracy threads dominated TikTok and X. Some claimed the league was plotting against her to protect Caitlin Clark's image, while others said Angel had self-destructed, But the most jaw-dropping moment came when a WNBA insider posted a cryptic message: "There's more to the Angel Reese story than you think, and the next leak changes everything." That single post set the internet ablaze. Speculation ran wild. Was Angel already negotiating an overseas deal? Had she clashed with her coach again? Or worse, had the league itself intervened? When the new leak finally dropped, it was far more explosive than anyone imagined. A confidential league memo was exposed, allegedly documenting complaints from multiple franchises about Angel's attitude and professionalism. The memo claimed several general managers privately agreed they would not pursue Angel Reese under current conditions. This wasn't just rejection from a single team, this was exile, a coordinated, silent freeze-out from an entire league. Angel reportedly found out about the memo the same way the public did online, and witnesses say she was devastated. She stopped responding to calls from teammates, skipped media appearances, and wiped several WNBA-related posts from her social media accounts. The woman once hailed as the face of a new generation of women's basketball was suddenly isolated, blamed, and publicly humiliated. Her dreams were slipping away, not because of injury, not because of performance, but because of perception. And just as fans started to wonder if this was truly the end of Angel Reese's WNBA career, another mysterious message appeared online that hinted the story was far from over. The fallout from Angel Reese's league-wide rejection hit like a tidal wave. Sports talk shows, podcasts, and social media exploded overnight. The narrative shifted from WNBA star on the rise to career in free fall. Everywhere you looked, Angel's name was trending, but for all the wrong reasons. Stephen A. Smith went on air with one of his most fiery takes yet. "Angel Reese is too talented to act like this," he barked. "You can't call yourself the face of the league if you're burning bridges with every team. The WNBA doesn't need drama, it needs discipline." His co-host pushed back, suggesting the league was unfairly targeting Reese because she refused to play the media game. But by then, the damage had already been done. Former WNBA players began weighing in. Swin Cash posted, "Talent without maturity won't last long in this league." Candace Parker added, "You can't demand loyalty if you're not giving effort. Every locker room deserves respect." Even Lisa Leslie chimed in, saying, "If the stories are true, this isn't about Angel Reese versus the league, it's about accountability." Meanwhile, social media turned into a battleground. Angel's fanbase, known as Reese Nation, defended her with intensity. They flooded comment sections with hashtags like #StandWithAngel and #LetHerPlay, accusing the league of hypocrisy and double standards. When certain players show emotion, it's called passion. One viral tweet read, "When Angel does it, it's called attitude." The bias is obvious. That post racked up over 2 million views in just hours, but others weren't buying it. Critics began resurfacing old clips, everything from her heated confrontations in college to her cold stares during post-game interviews, claiming this was a pattern, not a phase. Sports journalists started running timelines of her controversies, painting her as the league's most polarizing figure since her rookie debut. Even brands began to distance themselves. According to a leaked report, 2 of her sponsorships were under review following the league memo. One marketing executive allegedly said off the record, "Her image was built on confidence and rebellion, but the line between bold and reckless, she just crossed it." Inside the WNBA, executives scrambled to control the narrative. A spokesperson released a vague statement, saying the league values all its players and is committed to fostering professionalism. But fans could read between the lines. This wasn't support, it was damage control. Meanwhile, Angel herself stayed silent. For days, she posted nothing, no cryptic quotes, no reactions, no live streams, just silence. That silence became louder than any statement she could have made. It left fans divided, rivals smug, and insiders whispering that maybe, just maybe, she was planning something no one saw coming. Because, as one insider teased to the press, "If you think Angel Reese is finished, wait till you see her next move." Just when everyone thought Angel Reese's career had officially crashed, a shocking new twist sent the entire sports world spiraling again. Late one night, a mysterious report dropped from a verified insider account known for breaking major WNBA stories. The headline read, "Angel Reese in secret talks with overseas powerhouse, massive deal pending." Within minutes, the internet exploded. Could it be true? Was Angel actually walking away from the WNBA entirely? According to the leaked details, A top European club, rumored to be based in Italy, had quietly reached out to Reese's representatives. Just days after reports surfaced that every WNBA team had passed on her, the offer, a multi-million-dollar contract that would make her one of the highest-paid women's basketball players in the world. And more importantly, full creative control over her image and endorsements. No league restrictions, no commissioner oversight, total freedom. It was the ultimate plot twist. The player the WNBA had just seemingly blackballed might now become an even bigger global star outside of it. Social media erupted instantly. Some fans celebrated the move as a power play and proof that Reese didn't need the WNBA's approval to succeed. Others saw it as the final sign that her ego had officially taken over her career. Leaving the league that built your fame, one analyst posted. That's not rebellion, that's self-destruction. But her loyal fans disagreed, calling it liberation. They flooded her last Instagram post with fire emojis and comments like "show them what they lost and Europe isn't ready for the Bayou, Barbie." Then came another shocking layer. Insiders claimed the overseas deal wasn't her only option. A handful of NBA players had allegedly reached out privately to offer mentorship and even co-produce a documentary about her journey. One source hinted that a major streaming platform was already in early talks to secure rights to a series titled Reese, Unfiltered. And if that wasn't enough to shake the sports world, a leaked WNBA memo began circulating online just 24 hours later. It reportedly stated that the door remains open for Reese's potential return. A stunning reversal from the same league that had quietly labeled her unmanageable only weeks earlier. That memo alone reignited fan wars. Was this sudden change of heart a genuine attempt at reconciliation? Or was the league realizing too late that Angel Reese's controversy had become its biggest source of publicity? By the end of the week, one thing was clear. Angel Reese wasn't fading quietly. Whether it was redemption or rebellion, she had everyone watching, from fans to executives to sponsors. And as her cryptic final tweet read, "Y'all wrote me off too soon. Now watch the plot flip." The entire WNBA world held its breath, waiting to see if Angel Reese's next move would be her greatest comeback, or her final goodbye. So now the question becomes, is Angel Reese truly finished in the WNBA? Or is she about to pull off the greatest comeback the league has ever seen? Because let's be real, we've seen stars fall before, but never like this. This isn't just a suspension or a bad season, this is a full-blown reckoning. She's being rejected by teams, criticized by legends, and yet somehow, she's still commanding the spotlight. But here's what I want to know from you. Do you think Angel Reese deserves another chance? Has the league been too harsh on her? Or did her own attitude destroy everything she worked for? Drop your raw, unfiltered thoughts in the comments below. I'm reading every single one. And if you think this story is over, you're wrong, because sources are already whispering about a possible overseas signing that could change everything again. Could Angel Reese rebuild her legacy from outside the WNBA? Hit that like button if you think the league needs to own up to its mistakes, and don't forget to subscribe. Because the next chapter in Angel Reese's story might be her most shocking one yet. Stay tuned.